Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned the truth from, and salutations and blessings to the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. This lesson is entitled, What is a Latino or Hispanic person? Alright, because a lot of people within the Israelite community and outside people, I would say outside forces, they'll try to say that, oh, well, we look at your 12 tribe sign and we see, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Guatemalan, etc. And those are Hispanic or Latino people, right? Now, why we say, who are the Israelites, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, is because that's what they're known as today, right? The origin of Latino, we're going to get into it, but it's talking about people from Southern Europe. But when you say Latino, who do you think of? Click in your head. You think South America, islands, surrounding islands, etc., Caribbean islands. So that's why we say, blacks, Native Americans. Those are all proverbs and bywords, which I'm going to start with Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. You see? So we're a proverb and a byword, man. Right? The people that we know as the people that we know as Hispanic, Latino, South American, etc. We're dealing with indigenous people. Slacky. Some water. We're not dealing with the we're not dealing with the Edomites, the Spaniards, the Edomites. Now people say, oh, well, everyone's mixed, everyone's this. First of all, there's no such thing as a mixed person, according to the Bible. In the Bible, you are reckoned by who your father is. Right? Your father determines your nationality. And to prove that, let me get into Numbers 1. Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So we're dealing with the father. A lot of people have you to believe that every indigenous person was raped, or woman was raped by a Spaniard. So therefore, every South American or Latin American you see is a terror. But we'll bring on no history on that. Yes, a lot of them were raped. We're not denying that. Every South American person, we know that's not an Israelite. But the fact is that a lot of people account up a lot of factors and points, like a lot of the Spaniards were actually Moors. Some of the Spaniards brought Moors along with them. Some of the Spaniards themselves could have been Israelites. The fact that indigenous men didn't sleep with white women. You guys are counting that out. Which that happened. You're going to tell me Moors bred with white women, but indigenous men did it? Whether that was allowed or not, a lot of shit wasn't allowed during slavery, but shit happened. Alright? Now we're going to get into this bullshit about Latin, Latino, Hispanic. Latino doesn't take a long time to understand. It comes from Latin. Latin now, the noun, language of the ancient Romans. Simple. That's the language that the Romans spoke, broke off into what today Southern Europe speaks: Portugal, France, Spain, Italy, right? All those languages are very the same, similar. Why? because they all stem from Latin. That's why a Portuguese person in Brazil doesn't have a hard time understanding a person from Uruguay or Costa Rica. Okay? Same with Italian. Italian, a lot of words sound the same, similar. French, etc. So Latin, person, place, or thing, noun, right, is a language of the Romans. But also Latin is a people dealing with the Edomites there. Now you had Israelites also there dwelling there. You know, that's why you have a term called Latino, which Latino basically were Moors that were converted to Christianity. Alright? That's why it says a jargon of Spanish mixed with Hebrew, Arabic, and other elements written in Hebrew characters. When you look up Latino, Spanish Latino, Latin, from Latin, Latinus. Okay? It says the Spanish word also appeared in American English in its Central American sense, mestizo, lighter skinned mixed race person. But Latino basically means, is talking about Moors when you get to the nitty gritty. So Latin is dealing with a language, but also people, so-called Latin people. Spain. Hispanic, same thing. You look up Hispanic. This is etymology. This is not definitions, man. A lot of people look up definitions. Oh, it's talking about a Latin American. Well, where does Latin go back to? Spain came and conquered, and they placed that symbol or that a term, Latin. Guess what? Spain conquered a lot of places in America until the British took their ass over. Florida was Spanish. Spain also went into the Carolinas. That could have been Spanish as well. Spain went up into California, right? Mexico, all that was Spain, right? Colorado, Nevada. You know, if isn't Mexico part of Latin America? If what do you call it? If they never had the Mexican American Revolution or war, then a lot of those states, California, Nevada, New Mexico, that would have been part of Latin America. So if Spain conquered all of America, so to speak, like the United States, that would have been Latin America as well. Why? Because Spain conquered it. All right, Hispanic pertaining to Spain. Again, Spain, Spanish. Spanish, what does Spanish mean? Spain. Ish means pertaining to. So that's what it's talking about. Now, when you have a person that says, I'm Latino, I'm this, I'm that, it's all confusion because this devil, the white man, he'll have you confused, man. His job is to deceive in this earth. You know, matter of fact, I'll bring it out. All right. So when you have people, even you have people saying, "Oh, in Latin America, oh, you're light skinned, so you're mestizo, or you're dark skinned, you're moreno." Those are all bullshit terms because that's who gave you those terms. Did you give yourself those terms? Were those your ancient terms? No, that's the conqueror's terms. Okay, this is Revelation 23. Get to the point. And cast him into the bottomless pit. We're talking about the devil, Satan, the white man, the serpent, and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that he must be loose of those seasons. So what is his purpose on earth? Deceiving, man. Deceiving the nations. So he'll place these terms Latin or Latino, Spanish, Hispanic, you know, Latin American. And you'll actually call yourself that. But you look at the indigenous people, you say, oh, Indios, you know, those guys are fucking dirty Indians, right? But that's if your father's side goes back to that, that's who you are, man. It doesn't matter how light skinned you are, if you're fucking blonde hair, blue eyes, you know, fucking pasty, pale skin, your bloodline goes back to that, and you're an Israelite, you know. And I mean, look at this shit. You can type this in. Some of the caste categories used in colonial Spain, meaning in Latin America. Look at it: mestizo, Spanish and Indian offspring. Mestizo and Spanish woman, castizo. Like, there's so much bullshit. All right, if your father's an Edomite, you're an Edomite, you know. But they'll have okay, Spanish and Indian, Indian and mestizo, castizo and you know what I mean? Like all this madness, man. You know, you can look up all. There's many more, man. There's many more, and these are all the deceiving tools this devil has used on our people, man, to bug them out. Right? Mestizo, mixed people. because mestizo means mixed. You have in Canada here, you have a thing called the hell is it called, man? I'm forgetting now. Métis in French, meaning mixed. Originally French and Native American. That's all bullshit. That's something this devil gave you. You see, Creole, people of European descent born in the colonies. So this devil he'll look down on the Edomites born in the colonies, but they're straight up Edomites, right? Peninsulares, people born in Spain. Those are the top people, man. Mulattoes, people of mixed African and European descent. You know, a mulatto goes back to what? Mule, which is a degenerate animal because it can't reproduce, man. What's a black or a mulatto or mixed? You're a fucking idiot. You're calling yourself a mule, man, which is a base animal. You see? Damn fool, man. So next time you say, oh, I'm Latino, I'm this and that, what we're talking about when we say Latino, or that's why we say so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, are dealing with indigenous people. So yeah, you may be so-called mestizo because of your fair skin, or yeah, my mom's white, or this and that. But guess what? Down the line, through your father's side, you could be an Israelite. And if you are an Israelite, I don't care what the hell you call yourself. You're an Israelite. Call yourself mestizo, call yourself a Spanish, Latin, whatever, man. You know, you're denying your bloodline, which is what the devil wants you to do. Now, this is 2 Ezra 2. I'm going to start at 5. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children, which would not keep my covenant. We wouldn't keep the Most High's covenant. That thou bring them to confusion, and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered among the heathen, abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. So if your names are put out of the earth, what are you going to pick up? Same thing that goes into the Gentile issue. Whoa, you have these fucking Edomites every week, and Jakes come up every week. What about to the Jew and to the Greek, or to the Jew and to the Gentile, right? We lost our heritage during the time when the Greeks conquered Jerusalem, right? And the majority of our people, yeah, they were with it. They became Hellenized. They took on the Greek fashion. So the father took on the Greek fashion. It was a patriarchal system. The father took it. Therefore, the wife and the house took it. The children took it. So when the child grows up, he doesn't know nothing about Sabbath. He doesn't know nothing about Passover. He doesn't know nothing about the Exodus. He doesn't have a Hebrew name. Okay, he has a Greek name, and he dresses Greek, and he lives in the Greek fashion. So by the time he has a child, that understanding and that heritage is totally broken off. You only had a remnant of our people that went up in the mountains, right? The Maccabees and other people that joined them that kept the heritage, right? So same thing that happened in colonialism during colonial times. When they came, they beat the hell out of you. They beat your nationality out of you, man. So your names are put out of the earth. So you're not going by that. You're going, oh, I'm mestizo. I'm not an Israelite. I'm mestizo. I'm castizo. I'm mulatto, moreno, whatever, man. You know, you're just totally going by what this devil gave you on this, you know, on the platter. You know, just here, take it and eat it. You know, so I wanted, you know, that was it on that. It was a short lesson, but I wanted to kind of delve into that, man, because you know, even brothers might have a second thought. Yeah, what does that mean? Why are we calling that? No, because it's so-called. It's a byword. You know, it's a proverb, man. You know, Latino, you're not Latin. You're not from Spain, unless you're a terror. If you're a terror, you're a terror, man. You know, but at the end of the day, if the curses fit you, that means you're not an Edomite. You know, if you're a so-called mestizo and your family's nice and rich and whatever, and you go around Edomites, you know, real Spaniards in Mexico, for example, whatever, it's a rich school, but somehow curses follow you and your family, and shit happens to you that doesn't happen to other families. Guess what? You might be an Israelite, man. You know, you gotta you know, balance that out, man, and get the understanding. You know, that's why it says with all that getting, knowledge is matter of fact, I'll get that. You know, it's just a lot of madness that this devil put forth and has you believing. Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, And with all that getting, get understanding. You got to get understanding of this book, man, this Bible. And again, this Bible is not the white man's book. He stole this book, because prior to all these Renaissance icons, what were the color of the saints of God, of so-called Jesus, the Lord, the saints, the apostles? They were all so-called dark-skinned men, right? So to say that is the white man's book is just foolish, man. So with that, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, from Yad, double honors to the apostles of GMS who I learned the truth from, Great Millstone, that rule well, and salutations and blessings to the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Shalom. Until next time.